I think that's enough time. That's enough time. The people who join, because this has monetization on it, even though, you know, I give it time so we can read together, my friends. This is Chainsaw Man chapter 229. As you know, we are back. Oh, right. God. Boom. Boom. Complete. Why does that number 2 look weird? Yeah, I gotta get back to Pun Pun. It's all coming together. I just gotta catch up on everything else. Which is actually happening. It's just a slow process, but it eventually will come back to fruition. But yeah, we're getting there. And you are forgiven. You are forgiven, my friend. RN Saya. Alra Xend 5381. Is that what it is? That is what it is. I know. Anyway, I don't know what I'm saying. All I'm saying is that we're back on the weekly, well, I say weekly, but in reality, it's like bi-weekly Chainsaw Man grind, right? Although I don't know if this chapter is on, or the next chapter is on break or not, but I don't know, we'll find out. So, welcome to Chainsaw Man chapter 229. Are we? No. Look at that. 7 days, meaning we get another chapter next week, so I'll definitely be reading that next week as well. The last we left off, actually, I guess I can go back to, because I always do a little review. But as she was about to run Denji over, because, again, he was trying to run away because he had been obliterated, basically. Using his, and he was using his chains to run away. Oh yeah, I forgot she, like, ran over that guy, too. But she was about to run him over, and then he barfed out the bird, which looked like Bucky. A certified Wucky moment. And that caused her to crash. But her wounds didn't heal because she hurt herself. Because the contract doesn't work like that. Which he's like 5D chess, like fucking smartest guy on the goddamn planet. And then Asa is like, why'd you avoid it? Because you hate it when birds are killed. And that's where we are now. So let's see. 229, Nightjar and Asa. Nightjar, what is Nightjar? Hi Sam. What's up? We just started actually. Just did a little review of the last chapter. Yeah, let's begin. She's laughing. Because I hate it? Why? You don't give a damn about my feelings. Isn't it because they're closer to becoming one than, like, we ever thought? Because their feelings are, like, mixing, in a sense? Because they share the same body? Right? I don't know. Why are you still leaving me alive? You could have erased me and made my body and mind all yours, right? I guess that's true. She's become powerful enough to where she could do that. Also, wait a minute. Why is this like that? Yeah, there we go. It was like slightly shifted for some reason. Weird. Okay. Okay, she looks to see Denji dragging himself toward her. I guess now they are both basically, they're both basically, yeah, they're both crippled because she has the head injury, she can't move, but he has like everything injury, dragging himself toward her. What's gonna happen? You hear the chainsaws revving. That bird whose body I stole at the outset. Wait. That bird? You mean... Wait. When we saw War's like original form, when it was about to take over Asa? Is that what that is? Oh, hi, Choso. Oni-chan Choso now. That's been a while. You being Choso reminds me that when I'm gonna read the modulo JJK when I'm just gonna read it when it finishes, so I get like a full like. I bet I could read it in like 2 or 3 videos. You know, that would be a very cool thing to do. So when it finishes, I'll just read that. And I also welcome FPS 732. Looks, yeah, we are gonna have a good time. She stole a bird's body. At the outset. Was this the very bird that we saw War for the first time in? Like, that looked like an owl? Or is this something else? Even though it was a bird, it felt guilty for catching and eating worms. For an act necessary for survival, what a stupid, arrogant, and foolish bird. And it shows a frame of him still dragging himself toward her. Yes, I've heard it is peak. If I empathize, if I'm able to bear that guilt too, then I can create stronger weapons. Oh, it's a way to get stronger if you are able to empathize. How fascinating. So like when you, let's say like if you own, so like if she tried to own Chainsaw Man, she needs to empathize and bear the guilt. That is interesting. I tried to understand your guilt, Asa, but in the end I couldn't comprehend it. She closes her eyes. Asa, the things you think are sins are nothing in a devil's eyes. Yeah, I mean, that's true. They're all devils at the end of the day. Their mindset is completely different from just a human's mindset, a human's morals. And as that's being said, there's a shitload of doors right above Asa's head. Do you see that? There's a lot of doors up there where the birds are. I don't know if that was there before, but they are now. I know we just went to hell and it was a complete, like, ocean, but... Which, again, is kind of insane. If that bird, too, had been able to fly, thinking only happy thoughts... and Denji's right there... What's he gonna do? Eat her? What is about to happen? Get blood? Oh! He went like this onto himself... to bleed himself, and yeah, he's giving her blood because it like hits her face, and then in this panel it gets into her mouth and she drinks the blood. Now she's healed. Denji, you should have licked the blood off of the ground of her head and then did this. What the fuck? She drinks the blood. He falls down. A shot of the sky, which again is just doors now, because, you know, this whole world is fucked anyway. Are you dumber than a chicken? Hey, come on, you're just talking about how birds are cool. Why did you feed me blood, Dingy? Did you want to get turned into a weapon? Or do you want to screw up the world together? Like, why? I suddenly remembered something. What? What did you remember? You said you'd have sex with me. Oh my god. She's like, what? You promised you'd have sex with me if I ate some dangerous devil. And I'm pretty sure I ate that dangerous devil, didn't I? I mean, yeah, I guess he did. And she just stands there. I became a snake for a second there. I became a snake. Dingy being dingy. It was promised to him 2,000 years ago. 2,000 years ago. What, when they were both fucking ancient devils or some shit? Like Pochita? I think that you're using a hyperbole. That was probably way many chapters ago, is probably what you mean. Anyway. Stare. She's like head down. And she just laughs. Colorix, hello, welcome. That was a huge. Guess that was around the time of Jesus. 2,000 years ago, when you think about it, technically, in the Bible or whatever. Welcome, Colorix. It has actually been a while. I've made some videos before this. I've read verses in One Piece and all. I'm getting caught up again. The fuck? Wait, there's like a building is about to fall on top of them and something exploded behind them, and also she's just laughing over his body. If we're about to see Asa just straight up have sex with Chainsaw Man Denji, what do we do? Because the hand job happened already. I guess it could escalate. This would be the most fucked up thing ever, because first of all, she could use this as a way to own him, right? If this actually happens, right? Oh my god. What, and why is the building falling on top of them? And what's exploding behind them? Something is happening behind them, like something exploded. And now a building is also falling. I don't think it's going to fall on top of them. It looks like it's going to fall right next to them, actually. It wouldn't fall on top of them. He could... That's true. He could be very much playing Yoru here. But, like, it is the horny Denji we're talking about. But then again, like, why would he do the entire plan last chapter where he was like, haha, you actually hurt yourself technically. And upon you hurting yourself, that means you can't heal, haha. So then why would he give her blood immediately after that? He did say he just suddenly remembered something, so it could have just been a horny impulse thought, which is a very dingy thing to do. And yes, Colrex, One Piece is so good right now. I caught up. There's 2 videos now that I completely read it all. God Valley incident, the Loki flashback, and now the current time right now with the Holy Knights. It's good stuff. Oh, hello, welcome, Iwa Yuru. You're here late? Oh, well, yeah, I usually try to do this at well, 12 minutes ago it was 1 p.m. Central Time. That's the new time I'm doing it, because I know I used to do it so early in the morning, like at 10:30 to 11 a.m. But doing it a little in the afternoon seems a little better. He might have this super big plan. I think I agree with you, Sam. Because why would he have that plan before and then have a random thought about the sex thing? You think he's getting Yoru out of Asa? Something's up? What could he be doing? Pretty sure... Oh my god, Eggs Benedict 9000? Oh my god, I remember you too. It's so fascinating not doing this for a while, and then I'm remembering all your names. The bird analogy is about Asa. Okay, I'll read Eggs Benedict's comment in a second, but that's true. Yeah, I can see that. He's playing her, doing it with Yoru would be a violation of Asa since it's her body, and he does seem to really care about her. Did he mention that before? Because he knows the difference now. I think he did. So that's a good point, too. Yes, RS, the pun-puns... The pun-puns? The pun-pun stuff. That'll return, too. I just gotta... Once again, I'm doing that whole catch-up thing, which so far has been good. I've caught up to Verses in One Piece. Next is Kagurabachi and Ichi the Witch. And then it's all the monthly stuff again. Yeah. Well, Pun-Pun's not monthly. It ended, right? So that I can come back at that at any time. So it's getting there. I just gotta get to the stuff that is current running right now. Who's Lynn again? Unless you mean like one of the staff members. But they said something like we're nearing the end, so Fujimoto, if he just ends part 2 on Denji having sex and then proceeds to not elaborate on anything else. Why did that close? Oh, it's probably the wind. Dude, my door like literally closed on its own. It was like barely open. It just closed. The door devil. Don't open the door, Denji. You can be livid and be like, you know what? Well played. The editor, okay. I mean, if Fujimoto does a Fire Punch type ending, or even more mindfuckery than Fire Punch, because this is Fujimoto we're talking about, it could very much be that. But the thing is, I wonder if Fujimoto will do the thing that Isayama did. If I recall correctly, Isayama, the creator of Attack on Titan, he originally, the ending, he wanted everyone to die. But I think the series got so popular and he connected with the characters that he changed that or something like that at some point down the line. I wonder if Fujimoto is gonna, like, if he was originally gonna give us some mindfuckery ending, I wonder if that'll change now. It's not gonna be like Fire Punch-esque, or it'll be something. You can't predict this man. You cannot predict Fujimoto. He's like the one guy you can't read him, you know? So, I don't know. I feel like part 2 is gonna have like, there has to be that apocalypse arc, right? There's gotta be like the very final like day of the prophecy, right? So there's gotta be like not just a few chapters. I think there's gonna be more than that. Maybe like I don't know. I think he does have a good ending planned. Part 1 and Fire Punch had great endings. He's got a plan for this for sure. I mean, this is the mind of a crazy person we're reading right now. Who is like around my age. I just read, isn't Fujimoto like 31 or 32? Yeah, he's like, all right, guys, we're in part 1, but we have all this cool stuff set up, like Power and the Hell Arc, Reze coming back with other hybrids, Kishibe, Kobeni, and then he blue balls us. Yeah, we haven't seen any of them. either they'll appear at the very last second, or there will be a part 3 where they do appear, and part 3 is like the apocalypse arc. It's either, or saga, I guess, right? Either that, or there's just one arc left of part 2, and that is the whole apocalypse thing. Maybe. God. What the hell, man? We're in it, man. We've always been in it. I don't know when I started reading this series, but I've been doing manga stream videos, unless you don't count the last 6 months that I basically posted nothing, for 5 years now. Man, how far we've come. He will show up. Kishibe will show up with Kobeni's car. The greatest character in the entire series. Can't wait for that to be animated. Can I just say that? Power and Kobeni and like her car getting fucking destroyed. That's gonna be so funny, man. It's gonna be so funny. Her car, more than anything, the greatest thing, man. Greatest character. Oh, okay. Well, we're not on break, so good. First of all, good chapter. The turnaround here, I feel like Denji is... Because if he's saying, you said you'd have sex with me, I'd be some dangerous devil, he could be coercing her into basically... Again, she can't win. Like, he's basically saying, hey, you should, like, do it with me. And if she says yes, he wins, right? Because he requested it. Like, she made a promise, and if that promise is fulfilled, he wins. So she still doesn't own him. But that doesn't... He should have... But he should have, like, healed himself first. Unless she makes her heal him with this sex comment. Unless she heals him with her blood. Therefore, he wins. Right? I don't know if anyone mentioned this, but it felt like Yoru was almost implying early in the chapter that she can't push Asa out and was bluffing the whole time. It did sound that way, actually. Yeah. She can't comprehend the guilt that she has. Therefore, she can't create stronger weapons. Therefore, she probably actually can't push her out. That's a good point. Because the whole bird analogy thing again, so yeah. They cannot separate. But they'll slowly fuse, it seems. They're inseparable, which makes it sadder because if one of them dies, the other does too. I hope Kobeni did all that stuff. Saved money, got a better car. I would like to hope so. That car was the best character, man. Well, shit, Could her promise count as a contract? Could it? Since we know Denji can make contracts such as with power, maybe it has something to do with that. It could. And if it's fulfilled, then technically he wins? Right? And yeah, I was wondering about that double B bastard, 7514. Does something impact them behind them? Yes. It seems like the one piece of the building is sliding down the wall next to the building they're on, or near. But there's also something impacting behind them, and I don't know what the fuck that is. What is happening? Kobeni shows up with her new car only for the apocalypse to happen. That would be so funny. Like, she shows up in her new car. Like, I finally got this payment, down payment. Oh my god, yes. Fucking finally. And then a building, like, destroys it. And she's like, fuck. What would it be a fake out of, though? Like a fake out? Like the building falls and they go, huh? And then they look, like, to their right. But then after the building falls, they look to their left, and there's, like, the fucking sex devil just standing there. Like, it could just be of someone coming in. Yeah, like a fake out. Exactly. The The only thing is her and Asa are a unique situation. Yeah, and she can't even do, Yoru can't even do contracts. Yeah, they are a very unique case, even more unique than Denji. So anything is possible, really. Explosion? Strong rays ever return? Yeah, wait, it exploded and she comes out of the wall and is like, ha, hello, I am Reza. Could be Fami or Miri. Isn't Fami dead? Is Fami dead? What happened to Fami? Like the original, like, you know, the one that's actually Famine. Because she got controlled by Death, but then Death got. And if Death got, does that mean Fami got too? He ate, Barum. Chainsaw Man ate Barum. What happened to wait, what did happen to Fami? Is she just out there? She's out there? She's just out there? Guess anything can happen then. Someone else could show up, I guess, yeah. I think it... Yeah. Getting a bit annoyed at this fight. It should end. It seems like it's about to end. I mean, I feel like the whole, like, I own you, like, I win thing, I think that whole thing is going to cultivate next chapter because he's going to somehow do this other 5D chess move with this whole sex promise thing, I think. Oh, she was killed by the true form Chainsaw Man along with Miri and Death before she got eaten. So, yeah, I do remember he decapitated them all, now that I think about it. But, again, yeah, that wouldn't do much. She just has to come back. So it is possible. So out of all the horsemen, it really is just war right now. Isn't that fascinating? Isn't that just crazy? Man. Yeah. Huh. Looking crazy. You know, I don't have to have this on when I'm done reading. See, now you can see more of my stuff. Not much to show though, just the Berserk poster. Oh yeah, Yoshida did explode. I completely forgot about that. He literally exploded without elaborating. But we didn't see like an end, like corpse, whatever. So he's probably still alive. Let's be real. Let's be real. Now, Sam, it could be. I've had this happen in my mind before too, but you've probably read this weekly, so it might seem like it's getting stale. But from my perspective, I read it all in one fell swoop. So for me, it wasn't like it didn't last too long. So it could be a perspective of you know, weekly versus bulk. If you, let's say you put this in anime form, oh yeah, bi-weekly too, because of the breaks, right? But let's say this is an anime form and it only is like 2 episodes or something, due to like, let's say it's good pacing, then maybe it wouldn't feel super stale. But that fucking break devil will make it so. That break devil will just take your heart out, your stupid Chainsaw Man heart, and crush it. Yeah. But it's also fair if you feel that, because sometimes things can drag out. I understand that. Wish you had a more chill and Denji Yoshida interaction since they talk like they had moments together. That's true. They have. It really has. Yeah, you're really right about that. Well, good, like, marks and opinions and stuff. I mean, I'll put this back up. It feels weird not having it back up. That's the point of endless war bad? Yoro's just trying to get powerful, and she keeps getting cucked in every way possible. Honestly, I think that's hilarious. And right now, the whole sex promise thing is once again stopping her. Because she could easily just bang, but she has to win. So, she has to own him. So this is it. I think this is it. This next chapter, Denji's... There's going to be some ultimate 5D chess move, man. So this might very much be it. Oh, that was the little thing. Okay, well, I think I'll be done now. Next, well, I work this week now, so I can't do much. But next Sunday will probably be Kagurabachi catch up. And then Ichi catch up. And then after that, it's everything else. Probably Pun Pun, to be honest. I still remember where we left off. With Pun Pun, it hasn't been technically that long. I want to know what happens, man. Part 1 of Kagurabachi has ended? Oh, well, catch up time, huh? Part 1? Okay. Well, thanks for watching. I shall see y'all next time. We'll probably just finish that Kagurabachi. Very perfect time to read it in bulk, I suppose. Interesting. All right. Well, I'll see you also next week, because next week is another Chainsaw Man chapter at the same time. Yeah, Hunter x Hunter manga. You right. You right. You right. It would be faster than doing the anime at this point, but well, what just happened? Oh. It would be faster. It would be faster. No break, devil. So, all right. I'll see y'all in the next one next week. And after I catch up on everything, I'll take up that offer of doing Hunter x Hunter manga. Because again, the anime ends after the Chimera arc, right? Is that where the anime ends? After the Chimera stuff? So, not even that far off from reading the manga anyway, right? So, may as well get the head start, I suppose. And there's new chapters coming out, right? So, good time more than anything, I suppose. So, yeah, okay. I will be gone now. See you next week. Tuesday for Chainsaw Man. Sunday for Kagurabachi. Okay. Good to know. For the, like, yeah, Chimera and then, like, a little mini arc. Probably to close up the anime or whatever. Okay. Have a good one, my friends. I'll see you next week. But also on Sunday, too. But for Chainsaw Man, Tuesday. Good to see you, Big X Benedict. I was going to say Begs Benedict.